Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm starting a very brisk morning trail run. So this is going to be episode 3 of Project 10k. I'm going to get this run finished, and then when I get back I'm just going to do a quick dive into the plan as a whole in terms of what my plan looks like. Like I said previously on episode 2, it was kind of reverse engineered to fit around my circumstances at the minute. Obviously shorter time in terms of daylight, etc. So but yeah, I'll do a quick overview in case anyone's interested in terms of the 3 runs I'm doing every week and the other stuff I'm doing around it in terms of strength and conditioning, etc. But yeah, so I'm starting my morning speed session. I decided to double up and do it as a trail run. One, so it's a bit more challenging, and 2, I wanted to test out my Nike Pegasus Trail 3s. Just picked them up recently. This is my first run in them, so I just wanted to give them a try. But yeah, so episode 3. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider like, sharing and subscribing. Like I said, my name's Adam. My channel basically covers all my training, races, a couple of reviews, etc. Basically just grassroots running. Like I'm a recreational runner, but I'm trying to get better like everybody else. So this kind of project, this 10k project, is to try and knock my 10k PB down. It's currently 46 minutes, 53 I think. And the aim of this project is try and sub 43 actually, but we'll see. I'm going to try for a PB just before Christmas. But anyway, running out of breath, so get this run finished, and then when I get back I'll do an overview of my plan. Okay, so now I'm back from my run now. So yeah, I'm just going to do a very quick overview of my training plan. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I've had a few inquiries in terms of can I show people or go through what I'm doing, just in case other people want to follow along. So I said I'm going to do a quick overview, very brief skim over in terms of what I'm doing and what type of runs I'm doing and why. But I say it's not set in stone, things will move around, it is flexible. But yeah, so basically let's break it down. I'll cut away so you can see the whole plan in terms of what it looks like. But yeah, basically it was reverse engineered, so I can only fit in 3 runs at the minute with in terms of other life commitments, kids, etc., job, work, daylight hours, etc. So reverse engineered it, 3 runs a week. I also like to do 2 workouts a week as well, so that takes up 5 days. So I've scheduled in 2 kind of rest days, which I generally do stretching, rolling, a bit of yoga, etc. on my recovery days. So that's the basic overview. 3 runs a week, 2 workouts a week, strength and conditioning, and 2 rest days a week. The days that I decided to run on are the days I've got the availability. So my longer runs are on a Sunday morning. Sometimes they can be on Saturday, depending if I've got something on Sundays. But generally the weekend will be my longer run. And then I've scheduled in Wednesdays and Fridays. Sometimes it might be Tuesdays and Thursdays, but basically 2 runs in the week, 1 on the weekend. That's the basic plan. So if I break it down in terms of each day as such, so Wednesdays are scheduled to be generally my speed sessions, so interval sessions or quick runs, i.e. faster than threshold, sometimes a threshold run as well, but generally it's my faster speed work, so shorter, sharper, faster runs. That's generally focused on speed, and that kind of continues throughout the program. The distances fluctuate, so I've got like a 6k interval, then a 4k speed session last week, and then sometimes I go up to like a 7 or 8k threshold, and then I go back to like an interval session again. So there is a structure in terms of it jumps around, but there's no in terms of increments, because again this isn't a proper training plan. This is just a fun 10k training program as such, in terms of a fun challenge I'm doing over the winter. So it's not like a training block where I'm focused on incrementing the distances and working my way up in terms of distance and speed, etc. So but yeah, and then Fridays Generally slightly longer runs and focused on, like I say, either fartlek or just a steady pace or threshold again, potentially, or even progression. Just something a bit more, not quite as focused on speed, probably slightly further in terms of distances sometimes, and then working on other things like progressions, as in speeding up as I go along, or maybe it's a rest week, so it'll be just a steady set pace, trying to run at a certain pace, tempo maybe. Sometimes there's threshold work in there as well. So they're my two kind of proper work sessions in terms of one's speed, one's more like threshold or tempo or whatever I'm working on that week. And then that leaves on Sundays generally the slightly longer runs, 10k or above, just to get the distance in my legs still, keep it there. Again, the first couple have always been trail runs, just in terms of strengthening the legs, again a bit more variety, and rotating my mileage around my shoe rotation. As you can see, as the weeks go on, I progress into more kind of road stuff. So yes, that's the very basic overview. As you can see, again, just the first 6 weeks, so we're on week 3 now. The first 6 weeks, you can see it just creeps up slowly distance wise. These are my overall weekly distance is 22, then 24, then 28, and then I drop back to 25, and 26, and 26. As you can see, I've penciled in the blue one. I've penciled in a 5k PB attempt next week, and week 4 as my speed work. I just want to see if actually having any benefit this training, and where I'm at in terms of how about halfway. What does it look like? So my 5k PB is currently 20 minutes 12. I'm hoping as part of this I can knock that below 20 minutes. That'll be a nice little bonus. And then, as you can see, the week after the Thursday, I've got an extra day off work on the Monday, so I'm probably going to try and do a 10k PB there. That's week 5. That's bang on halfway. I'm just going to go out probably at 4:30ish pace and see if I can hold that. That'll give me a 45-minute PB, a 45-minute 10k, which again will be a PB. So currently it's 46:53, I think. But that'll be good to see where I'm at, basically halfway. Where do I sit? What's it looking like? And what is the goal? Obviously sub 43, but we'll see. We can reassess at that point. So that's basically a quick overview of the first 6 weeks, and then I'll do a quick cutaway again. So week 7 to 11 technically. Again, things are very similar. So again, still speed work. I generally start to increase the mileage a little bit for these last 4 weeks. So my speed work's generally more interval stuff or threshold stuff. But slightly further, so not 4, 5 and 6k's anymore, it's more like 8s and 7s. So yeah, so that's basically why I'm doing that. And then I've got another pencil, another 5k PB at week 8, again just to try and get below 20. It's just a little niggle in the back of my head, I think I can get in the sub 20 club. So I'm going to try and utilise this before the end of 2022. Fridays again, it's progression or steezy or threshold, sometimes a fartlek. Again, incrementally increasing the distances, and then my long runs get slightly longer as well, so 14, 16, I've penciled in a half marathon there. Just again, that'll be steady, it'll be nice and steady one. It won't be fast, it'll just be get the mileage in the legs, because I've found that the more you run, the faster you run. So again a half marathon in there will maintain that aerobic base, which will only help me for my 10k PB attempt. And again, the distances are creeping up, so 28k, 33, 20, and then drops down 27 and 32. I penciled in potentially a couple of track sessions. Again, I've never done a track session, but that'll be a nice vlog to do if I do a track day. But that's basically, again, I don't want to go into too much detail, but basically this is what works for me. These times work in terms of the days and the distances I run. Yes, I could run further and I'll probably get a better PB, but I haven't got time to run any further. These are what I can fit in now. Like I said, it's just a fun winter challenge, nothing too serious. Yes, I really want to get a PB. I'm pretty sure I'll get one. Yes, I want to get as low to 43 or lower as I can, but we'll see. It's all part of the process, I suppose. We'll see where we end up. So then that last week, I am actually away. The last week of week 11, so it's technically part of the program, but technically the training will stop. I'm away, so I'm just going to do 2 kind of easy, longish, well, mid-distance runs, 14 and a 10. And then when I get back on the Friday, potentially even the Saturday, which is Christmas Eve, I'll get out one of those 2 days, and I'll go for my 10k PB. So that day will be probably the 23rd or 24th of December will be when I go out for my 10k PB. touch wood, the weather will be all right. It won't be too icy, and I'll get out and see what I can do. I'll probably do a quick intro, and then just get out and do the run. I don't think I'll be filming the run, just because obviously I want to give it my best. But yeah, that was a basic quick overview. Again, I'll the program's on the screen. I've done a couple of cutaways. If people want to like pause it and screenshot or whatever, you can have a look and see. Again, if you're interested, again, feel free to follow along or do something similar, tweak it, whatever works for you. Like I said, just this is what works for me. The distances work in terms of my time limitations right now. I know these kind of workouts work for me. I like threshold work. I need to do more interval stuff, which is why I've incorporated more into this. And then I know in terms of the long runs what'll work well in terms of, again, time availability and will help me to hit my 10k PB. So basically that's it. I don't want to bang on too much. It was a very quick overview, hopefully not too long. Just gives you a bit more in terms of detail, in terms of around the program, in terms of why I'm doing it and what it looks like. So yeah, this is episode 3 wrapped up. Thank you as always for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, more vlogs will drop next week. In terms of, I'll do episode 4 next week at some point, and probably a couple of other different vlogs. Actually, I think next week, as I'm doing my 5k PB, I'll probably do a vlog about how to run a 5k fast, because obviously my 5k has gone from probably 30 minutes untrained years ago down to nearly 20 minutes now. So I'll probably do a quick touch upon that in terms of top tips in terms of how to run a faster 5k. But yeah, thanks as always for watching. I will see you on the next one.